You think you know bananas, right? That quick, healthy snack you grab on your way out the door. But what if I told you that, depending on its color, one of these bananas is a prebiotic powerhouse that can completely change your gut health, and the other one is basically a sugar stick? It sounds like a bold claim, I know, but it's much closer to the truth than you think. That simple change in color from green to yellow makes a world of difference for your digestion, your energy, and maybe even your waistline. For years, we've just been told to eat bananas for potassium. But the real story, the one that can genuinely improve your health, is in the banana most of us ignore, the firm, slightly bitter green one. The secret isn't just about eating bananas, it's about eating the right color for your goals. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which one to pick. So what's going on inside the banana peel? It all comes down to a huge shift that happens as a banana ripens. Think of it as a battle between two things, starch and sugar. When a banana is green and unripe, about 70 to 80% of its weight is starch. But this isn't the kind of starch you're used to. A huge chunk of it is a special type called resistant starch. Just think of resistant starch as a secret agent for your gut. The name says it all, it resists digestion. While most starches break down into sugar fast, causing a blood sugar spike, resistant starch makes the whole journey through your small intestine untouched. It travels all the way down to your large intestine, which is where things get interesting. As the banana ripens from green to yellow, a massive chemical change kicks off. Those complex starches start converting into simple sugars, like sucrose, glucose, and fructose. A fully ripe yellow banana might only have about 1% starch left. It gets sweeter, softer, and way easier to peel. It also becomes a source of super quick energy because your body can use those simple sugars almost instantly. This one transformation, from being starch-heavy to sugar-heavy, is exactly why a green and a yellow banana act like two totally different foods inside your body. Alright, let's focus on our hero, the green banana. If you ever deal with bloating, unpredictable digestion, or those awful afternoon energy crashes, you'll want to lean in for this part. The power of the green banana comes almost entirely from that resistant starch. So, what happens when it finally reaches your large intestine? It becomes lunch. Not for you, but for the trillions of good bacteria living in your gut, your microbiome. This is what's known as a prebiotic effect. Prebiotics are basically fertilizer for your good gut bugs, helping them grow and thrive. When you feed these friendly bacteria, they pay you back by creating these game-changing compounds called short-chain fatty acids, the most famous one being butyrate. These things are like gold for your gut. They strengthen your intestinal lining, calm down inflammation, and can even help protect you from more serious digestive issues. But the benefits don't stop there. Let's break down the three main perks of green bananas. First, stable blood sugar. Since the resistant starch doesn't break down into sugar, green bananas have a really low glycemic index, somewhere between 30 and 50. This means they won't give you that sharp spike and crash in blood sugar that you get from ripe bananas or other sugary foods. This makes them a fantastic choice for keeping your energy steady all day long. Second, feeling full and managing weight. Green bananas are very filling, and that's thanks to two types of fiber, resistant starch and pectin. Pectin is what gives unripe bananas their firm structure. Together, they slow down how fast your stomach empties after a meal. This tells your brain you're full and satisfied, which helps cut down on cravings for other snacks later. You eat less simply because you feel full for longer. And third, better digestive regularity. The prebiotic fiber in green bananas adds bulk to your stool and feeds the good bacteria that keep everything moving like clockwork. This can help with both constipation and diarrhea by normalizing your bowel function and creating a healthier, more balanced gut from top to bottom. Now, this doesn't mean you should start throwing out your yellow bananas. The yellow banana is popular for a reason, and it definitely has a place in a healthy diet. It's just about knowing when and why to choose it. Once that resistant starch has turned into simple sugar, the banana becomes a perfect source of quick, easy-to-use energy. This makes a ripe yellow banana an amazing pre-workout snack or a great way to refuel after a tough gym session. When your muscles are begging for glucose, a yellow banana delivers it fast. Yellow bananas are also just plain easier for some people to digest. Since the complex starches are already broken down, your system doesn't have to work as hard. If you have a sensitive stomach, a ripe banana can be a much gentler option than a fiber-heavy green one. On top of that, as a banana ripens, some of its antioxidant levels can actually increase. So you're still getting a solid dose of vitamins and minerals, including that all-important potassium that's so good for heart health and blood pressure. The trade-off, of course, is the sugar. It's natural fruit sugar, sure, but it will affect your blood sugar more than a green banana. A ripe banana's glycemic index is higher, around 51 to 62, which is something to keep in mind if you're watching your glucose levels. So think of the yellow banana as your high-energy friend, not the deep gut-healing friend that the green banana is. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This is all great, but how am I supposed to eat a green banana? They're hard, waxy, and don't taste very good. And you're 100% right. You don't just peel and eat a raw green banana. That would not be a pleasant experience. The trick is to treat it less like a fruit and more like a starchy vegetable, like a potato or a plantain. Cooking is your best bet. You can boil, steam, or fry them. They're fantastic sliced into savory curries or stews, where they soak up all the flavor and add a nice firm texture. You can even boil and mash them for a low-sugar twist on mashed potatoes. But probably the easiest and most popular way to get your daily green banana fix is to just throw it in a smoothie. When you blend a green banana with other stuff like berries, spinach, protein powder, or mango, that firm texture disappears and the slightly bitter taste is completely gone. You get all the awesome prebiotic benefits without sacrificing taste. There's also another great option: green banana flour. It's just dried, powdered green banana, and it's a fantastic gluten-free flour you can use in baking. Or you can just add a tablespoon to your morning oatmeal or smoothie. It's a super concentrated source of resistant starch that makes boosting your fiber intake incredibly easy. So after all that, which banana should you be reaching for? The answer is actually pretty simple. It just depends on your goal. Choose green bananas if your main focus is improving your gut health and feeding your good bacteria. You want to keep your blood sugar stable and avoid energy crashes. You're trying to manage your weight and want to feel fuller for longer. Choose yellow bananas if you need a quick burst of easily digestible energy, like before or after a workout. You have a sensitive stomach that doesn't do well with a lot of fiber. You just prefer the sweeter taste and softer texture for a quick and easy snack. There's no single best banana for everyone all the time. The smart way to do it is to use both, but for different reasons. Maybe you can use green bananas in your morning smoothie to support your gut all day, and grab a yellow banana when you need that fast fuel. So now you know. The color of your banana is a direct signal of what it does for your body. Green is for prebiotic fiber and a happy gut. Yellow is for quick energy and sweetness. By understanding this simple difference, you can turn this everyday fruit into a food that truly works for you and your health goals. Now I want to hear from you. Which banana is the right fit for you? Are you team green or team yellow? Let me know down in the comments. And if you found this helpful and want to learn more about the food you eat every day, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.